I'm going to combine the next two tools in this video. First one to look at is this one, which is helical surface. This draws a helix. We can set the thread direction, right or left, leave it on right, and we can preset the various values for the helix. Now I've preset a radius of 3 inches for the base, 3 inches for the top radius. The pitch is 3 inches and the height is 9 inches. Now these are set this way because I'm working in an inch unit drawing, as you have probably discovered. What this means is, with the pitch at 3 and the height at 9, we'll get 3 full rotations of the helix in the vertical 9-inch height of the full helix. Now normally it's best to preset, but you can draw a helix by inputting values as you go, and you might want to try that on your own later. Now here I've drawn a 1/2-inch radius circle in the front orientation, and I'm using that as my profile. So follow the prompts, select the profile curve, that's this, I'm going to go in this direction. Now as I move along, you'll see the radius of the helix, and in this case, a vertical axis. Well, I'm going to use the vertical axis, so I'm going to go across and simply data point there. And now I can either drag down or drag up to place the helix. I'll drag upwards. There's my helix. Let's put a surface on it. And there we see a rather nice looking helix. Note that it is an open surface. And note too that we have 1, 2, 3 complete rotations of the helix, which is the result of that 3-inch and 9-inch ratio between the pitch and the height. Practice this, please, with different values, and practice with using different compass orientations as you start to place the helix. Let's move on to the next, which is this one here. There's the actual tool itself. It's called Loft Rectangle to Circle, and as the name implies, it will take a rectangular section and turn this into a circular section and draw the surface between those two sections. Now again, if you wish, rather than drawing sections like I've done, you can actually set the different values for a particular shape that you wish. And this, by the way, is typical for sheet metal fittings where you're transitioning a square or rectangular duct into a round duct. Let's see how the tool works. Watch the prompts very carefully. The first prompt is enter start point for the rectangle. I'm going to data point on this corner. Then it wants the length. Data point there. Then it wants the width. That will be in that direction. Very similar to drawing a rotated block. Data point there. Now it wants the height. I'm going to take the height up to the center of my circle. Data point. Now it wants the top radius. Well, I'll just come out and select the quadrant of the circle. Data point. Shade it. And there's my rectangular to circular surface. Again, quite simple to draw. You just have to follow the prompts very, very carefully. And keep in mind that the dimensions that I set for this, since they were preset, all I'm doing in the actual drawing here is giving MicroStation the direction of the dimensions that I preset. So try some different values and try drawing the same thing without preset values.